Today we are going to study the third application of Ampere's circuital law, magnetic field due to a toroid. Using Biot-Savart law, we can find magnetic field due to a current element, be it a circular loop or a straight conductor. Another method to find magnetic field is to use Ampere's circuital law. It is a better option when we deal with complicated circuits. Ampere's circuital law is very much similar to Gauss' law in electrostatics. Ampere's circuital law states that the line integral of magnetic field over a closed loop is equal to mu 0 times the current enclosed by the loop. Let us try to explain the law. In the figure, we have three current carrying wires, first carrying current I1, second I2 and third I3. I1 and I3 are downwards and I2 upwards. Suppose we have to find magnetic field at a point near the wires. For that, we have to draw an Amperian loop around the wires. Here we can draw a circular loop around the wires. So this is our Amperian loop. Now we are going to take a small element of length dl on the loop. So this is the small element having length dl. Now we find b dot dl for this element. Similarly, we divide this Amperian loop into small elements of length dl and find b dot dl for the entire loop. Now current enclosed by the loop is I1 minus I2 because it is upwards plus I3. According to Ampere's circuital law, integral of b dot dl, that is b dot dl we have taken for all the elements around the loop. If we integral b dot dl over the closed loop, we get integral b dot dl is equal to mu 0 into current enclosed by the loop. This is Ampere's circuital law. Now we are going to the third application of Ampere's circuital law, toroid. Here we have a circular ring on which insulated wires are wound very close together. It forms a toroid. Here we have drawn some wires. If we draw all the wires, it will be difficult for us to explain. So instead of drawing wires, we are going to use dots and cross to represent wires. Dot represent wire coming up and cross represent wire going in. So here a wire come up and here a wire go inside. So all these dots represent wires coming up and all these cross represent wires going in. Now we have to find magnetic field at a point inside the toroid. P is the point here. It is at a distance r from the center of the toroid. To find magnetic field using Ampere's circuital law, we have to draw an Amperian loop through P. So the Amperian loop here is a circle of radius r. We know that magnetic field due to the toroid are also in the form of circles inside the toroid. Now we are going to consider a small element of length dl. The direction of dl and direction of b are in the same direction. So b dot dl equal to b dl cos theta or b dl cos 0. Cos 0 is 1. So b dot dl is equal to b dl. We can find b dl for small elements each of length dl throughout the loop, and we get b dot dl is equal to b dl in each case. Now we are going to integrate b dot dl over the closed loop. Instead of b dot dl, we can write b dl. Now b is constant throughout the loop, so it is taken outside, and inside the integral we have dl. Now integrating all the small elements each of length dl, we get this circumference of the circle, that is 2 pi r. So integral B dot dl is equal to B into 2 pi r. This is equation number 1. Now we are going to substitute this in Ampere's circuital law. Integral B dot dl is equal to mu 0 into I enclosed. Here we can see that only half of the turn is inside the Amperian loop. For all the half turns we consider here, current will be going in the same direction. So all the current can be taken as positive. So I enclosed is equal to number of turns into current in one turn. Number of turns is taken as n and current in one turn is I. So integral B dot dl is equal to mu 0 n I. Now from 1 and 2 we can write B into 2 pi r is equal to mu 0 n I. We can take this 2 pi r downwards. B equal to mu 0 into n by 2 pi r into I. Instead of n by 2 pi r we can write small n. So B equal to mu 0 n I. This is the same equation as we got in the case of solenoid, but here small n is equal to total number of turns capital N by 2 pi r. Now we are going to find magnetic field at a point Q outside the toroid. For that we have to draw an Amperian loop through Q. Again it is a circle around the toroid. Now if we consider a loop inside the toroid, we can see that for half the circle current is coming upwards and for the other half current is downwards. First part can be considered as positive and second part as negative. So for all the loops, half will be positive and other half will be negative. So if we substitute this value in Ampere's circuital law, we can write I enclosed equal to 0, because current coming up is taken as positive and current going down is taken as negative, which makes the total current enclosed 0. Substituting this value in 1, we get magnetic field B equal to 0. So magnetic field at a point outside the toroid is 0. Now we are going to find magnetic field at a point in the interior of the toroid. Here we have a point S inside the toroid. To find magnetic field at S, we are going to draw an Amperian loop. So again it is a circle. We can see that the current carrying elements are outside the Amperian loop, and inside the loop there is no current carrying element, that is current enclosed inside the Amperian loop is 0. Substituting this in Ampere's circuital law, we can write I enclosed equal to 0. So we get B equal to 0. There is no magnetic field in the interior of the toroid.